Hey, we're back. Well, that just went out, which is a mess this evening. As you guys said, definitely. But luckily, it was only done for a second. I guess. Hopefully, it's not much longer. That's not gonna be great. That's not boding well. I feel like, did my internet go out again? I mean, there's no reason. Anyway, it wasn't you guys this time. It was me. Alright, I don't know if anybody's even gonna be. As I said, slowish turn, I guess. But yeah, most the fact that if you're like, as you say that's when it decides. Yeah, this is the moment. Technically, this I think is too short, but it's fine because it is what it is. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, so that did just happen. Just in case you were curious, it did just happen. Um. Alright, and we could just kind of continue this way. And then we could continue. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, from here would be better. Oh. Yeah, okay, so that is quite big, but it is 4, 5, 6. That's how that should be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, this should be one closer. So I guess if we did this instead. Just to put them here, that should feel a bit. Yeah, it's better. Anyway, I think what I want to do is I want to clear out here. And then that way we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 7 again now. 4, 5, 6. Does not seem right. I think I've still done something wrong here. 6. 6. Up, yeah, here. Alright. Alright, just figuring this out. There. That should all match now. here. 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I don't know. Use these. Alright, so that'll match. If we continue forward here. If I can go get the blocks I need to fill in the center. That should match. Although it doesn't look right. Maybe. Maybe the turn is a little bit better like that. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. If we were to do this like this... Alright, so the first turn in should be the first out here. So, the first turn out would be here. Alright. Turn in 2. Pull out 2. Nope. This goes here. Does not look good. Doesn't look right. Here. There. How about that? It creates a bit of a turn. It looks enough. Windiness. Gonna add like an extra one there just to kind of fill that in a little bit. Because it's not meant, I mean, it's meant to be more straight and narrow, but you know what, I just need to fix it. I just need to fix it. Let's see. These should already have started growing quite a bit. They have not, but that doesn't mean anything. Hello, Chris. How are you? I'm dead. I'm not dead. I am alive. Somehow. I'm glad to hear you are well. I'm okay. Yes, I know you live in my vegetable. Yeesh. How much more durability do we got? 4. I can break 4 blocks. Oh. I don't have much longer on the... I was just continuing the work I've been working on. I'm hoping that I can get enough of it done. I also been gathering some stuff. For more tools, armor, and stuff. I have things to reset and actually plan for real. I'm just waiting a second here. Which is being not the nicest. It could be. How much longer? Oh, I still have time. You know what? I'm missing items because I don't have enough meat. But that's fine. I mean, other than the fact that I still won't use fish. Oh, and I have figured out how to fix the egg issue somehow. It just took some doing. 1 minute. Which means now. Yes. Right! Let's see. So I have to have cleared out all the meat. Yeah, I actually have. Oh, that's impressive. Let's just see how much we can get through on that. I think I put one in here away. Thought I did, but apparently I didn't, which means I'm somewhere missing a pickaxe. I don't know where. Weird. Weird. Anyway. I think I have a singular repair kit on me. Yep. Since I'm not bothering with repairing anything else, I'm just gonna let that do its thing a little bit. I should probably just keep making sure it's going. No, because I gotta wait anyway. But yeah, the plan is to try and get trees and stuff to start really growing. Yeah, see, they're growing. We're growing the burnt toast trees. They look so tasty. In a weird, weird sort of way. Or rather, burnt outside, not inside. The inside is like that perfect kind of... If you make French toast and it ends up kind of just burnt on the outside, but the inside is just this loveliness of batter and butter and... Yeah. I don't know. The trees make me very hungry. I wish we could make toast in the game to just be like, I have in-game toast. At least. Any second, this is gonna break. There it goes. I think that after this one... Yeah, after this one, I gotta just chuck it in the scrap heap and get a new one. We're working towards that, right? I mean, they look lovely now. So long as they actually grow proper, they will look delicious. You'll see when they're fully grown. Kind of. Hopefully. It just takes a little bit longer, because they take a day to grow. And they'll take blah 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 blah. It'll just be, yeah. And I just try to get the adamantine to cook so I can have stuff. I don't really want it for the armor, as I've said. I don't care too much about that armor being the most powerful. I like having the thorium. Poison is my nemesis. My nemesis. Alright, okay. Hello, Boot. How are you? Yes, you are. I had a migraine. Alright. There we go. I see. Alright, so I should be able to turn some of this cobble now into some more roads. And then I think I want to readjust this as well down here, actually. I was kind of going, but I think that I don't like the idea of it being windy. I think this is a major intersection. Windiness just... Nah. Or not intersection, you know what I mean. It's a major road. I just need to make the curve a better spot for a curve. Well, curve isn't really right, but... kind of like that. It's a little too close still. Make it feel a little bit more rounded, I guess. Alright. Alright, so we just need to move this back. See, this is where I'm kind of going with that whole, like... I need to move this tree. I already knew I needed to move the tree. It also needs to move up, or have a tree here. But I kind of like the idea of having a tree here, and one tree actually on the side, more in probably. We'll not have so much to the side, but that's fine. Has the tree grown? I doubt it. No. Alright, It's the outside. I actually think it should go more here. It's a little outward, but it's fine because it's like 2, 1. That doesn't look right, because that is only like 3 away from there, and that does not fit. See, this is why you have to do it from the outside in. You end up with this. Alright. So from where this will be, 1, 2, 3. That's not 2. Back from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then that should be there. Well, here. I need to remember to add extra lines. I forgot. It basically needs a little bit more. I mean, it's not perfect, but it feels like it could be a road that kind of winds around. There might be some spots that are a little loosey-goosey on width, but at the end, it should be 6, and that's all that really matters. Although, then I don't have room for tree. Of course, I could also just kind of shave a little bit of this off, I think. Let me look at this on the map. Yeah, I could shave a little bit of this off. It probably would look better to be shaved off, too. Let me see. So, from about... Because there's the hook here, right? Probably be best... Ah, yeah. So, like, from there. preferably. Probably that one as well. And then that can be like this here. You can see kind of where I've left it. There we go. Kind of like that. Grab these. Okay. Actually, wait, no, I don't think all of this gets turned into this. Alright, we can see what I've done here. Okay. Oh, the bread should be done. Now that I think about it. Alright. We can continue on with that in a bit, but the idea still stands. That these go up to the top. And that they are where the new start is. No, they still haven't grown. So yeah, I'm definitely doing something wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Kind of annoying. Ow. Alright. Didn't say you did. The whole way down. Can I make it all the way up? Yes. Okay. There we go. Then I don't expect you to know. If I don't know, how are you supposed to know? Realistically speaking. Um... That's already very different from what it was. Weirdly enough. And I'll add like an actual like thing to make it more clear, but pretty sure this was it, right? Yeah. I should have gathered the grass, but it is what it is. Alright, I should probably actually set these where they'll go on the road as well. That'll make my life easier. Alright, collect all the things. And mind you, obviously, eventually they'll go up, but... I should probably just fill in like that, actually. I'm gonna fill this level in here. Because realistically speaking, it's not gonna get me further than that. Yeah, like they have... They should have grown. It's become so frustrating with trees. If there would be an indicator on it, how much dirt needs to be in it, I guess. It does need such things. Alright. So what we're gonna do here... We are going to start. Wait. So we're gonna start by clearing those all out like that. Because that's the minimum we need for these. Alright, so... Alright. Oh, that's copper. So I guess I'll get the copper by the end, but... Yeah. Okay. You know what I should do, since that is that layer? Let's just hop up. Alright, for now, we'll just put these in like so, because you guys still be able to see. Oh. Got it. Well, I need to head back. I need to make plenty of road pieces, I guess. You can see kind of, yeah, I think there'll be room for archery, which is the idea. I don't know if it's the amount of dirt, because I could have sworn I added extra dirt to this one. Yeah. Not that. And it was able to grow before, so it's kind of getting annoying. I can't figure out why it won't grow now. Maybe I need... No, the soil's the same soil. I would think of something like that, yeah, if it would make sense. gonna make enough to make enough road forever. I wish. Wait, how long do I have? That's fine. Alright, so I've got the road. Actually, you know what? We have enough time here. Quickly go check on this. Okay. We could cook even more. Yeah, but the thorium has to go first, obviously. Because it was mid-thorium, and then the thorium will finish, and then the adamantine will be done. We just need to get through that. Oh. Once we can do that, we'll have a whole bunch of adamantine. We'll have enough for everything. Okay. That'll be the good stuff. Yeah, it should go through. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm a little fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was a little fast, so it actually should be like more like 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I knew I was a little fast. I was like, ah, I'm going too fast. Mouch! Mouch, mouch! All my mice. And I didn't actually make sure my animals weren't, like, escaping. I should probably do that. Now that they've been reset. If I had realized it last time, it would have been easier. Eggs. Technically, I can eat eggs to regain health. A decent amount of it, too. Because it's like 5%, even though it doesn't say it. You're still getting additional effects. Although maybe it's, even though it's supposed to now go by in-game amount of time going by, it could be that it's because I am sleeping and that they will finish technically today. I'm not hopeful on that, but if it's still sketch on the timings, it is possible that they'll finish today when they... Simply because that does sort of happen. Alright. Okay. There you go. Doesn't that look much better? Or rather, isn't that much cleaner? So... Well, I guess the road got a little bit thinner, and I'll have to fix that. Somehow. I thought I counted it right. But luckily, it's not too big of an issue. There we go. Jaja. No, it is a lot cleaner and nicer. Although, like I said, I think the spot in question probably should be to correct that a little bit there. It's not much of one, that's the thing. Otherwise, it would have been a lot less noticeable. Actually, what I want to do, I think... I want to go here. But I want to instead go... You can see that there, and then instead you pull up there. And then there. And then that should do everything I need to do to fix it. And that should be it. There. So, I mean, there might be some sketch stuff here. Probably I want to move this here. And here. And here. And we'll just kind of clear all those out, because otherwise it's going to look a little funky. There. Jaja! Hopefully tree actually grows. Well, I mean, I still don't have quite yet, but I want to check, even though I know it's probably not. And if it is, that it's because I'm basically skipping the night. I'll have to wait about another 2-3 minutes. I don't think it is that. I think I just somehow am not having trees grow. And I don't know why. I don't know, is it because I don't have... I should probably look it up. Is it because it wants the... I don't know. Alright, alright. Either way, though, I do know I should cut down this tree. Boom. See, these have no roots. So at first I thought what it might be is it's like it needs a little bit more room for dirt. But it doesn't necessarily seem that way unless I have to make sure it's dirt all the way down. In which case, there's no point in growing most types of trees because, well... Again, if I could replace the dirt, I wouldn't be as upset. But dirt's a bit of a commodity. Hey. I mean, it's already pretty good because I get to cut down the tree and it just goes. It's super nice that way. Alright, I do have a little bit of this. Go away. I can put this in this. Alright, that's just a wee bit too tall for me to build. I do love the wood, though. I think it's super nice. I think it's a little sad that we don't actually get to, have a wood type connected to it. But you know what? That is what modding is for, right? When there's more to it to be able to... But it's mostly just because I like how it looks. Like, I don't know, I like that, the color, the creaminess. I like the buttery bread, I like the creamy, I guess, I don't know, more like a white bread. I look that gray out. It's not really as bread-like, I don't know why I'm so... I love the color. And here's the thing, it would smell so, so good. I mean, as long as you like the smell of camphor, I guess. If you don't, you know, maybe not, but... if you like it, it'll be good. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point they should have grown, so I don't know what I've done wrong this time. If I knew how to figure out how, I would. The problem is it doesn't feel terribly obvious. You know, I think about it, this isn't going to be as fancy on the side once this is gone. It feels good as it's coming in, but this is going to be gone. The entire intention here for this entire piece to be gone. So, But yeah, like I said, if I had a more substantial source of dirt, I wouldn't be as frustrated. But having to go out and dig up dirt somewhere else, just to keep dirt here, I mean, that's the very thing I dislike most about Minecraft. And I mean, yes, you can in Minecraft get more dirt. It is a thing, but more the whole Like, oh, you want sand? Well, you better hope that you find some deserts. That kind of thing. I don't like that. Because that's where you gotta pillage it from. Here, sand isn't that big an issue, so it's not as crazy. I mean, yeah, you can get it for bottles, but it really isn't feeling like it's the end-all be-all you must. There's plenty of potions to find, and the only one that you can't find is antidotes. And while there's places that the others might be useful, it's just as useful to eat food. That's why I don't think it's a big an issue. But I do feel like dirt is one that, ironically, would be more necessary. I mean, you need it for crops, you need it for this, you need it for that. I think that's kind of where I end up going. I feel limited by. It's not everything. I am thinking I actually want to go for the smooth. And then I want to take these smooth. And I want... I can't see the difference between this and this. Oh, I see. Okay. I do see. So I want with the smooth. Just kind of go with like the rest of these as this. The others aren't bad. I'll use them places, but like, yeah. Uh, hmm. I don't really need the marble. I guess the regular ones could go underneath here. For what I'm thinking. Like so. And then you can have these. I think I want this to kind of go on this side. I mean, this is what I like about vertical slabs. If I can just go boom. Window. And then fill in. Yeah, I like that. What do you think? Too much? Enough? Delicate. too modern. It almost feels modern with the way it looks, but I kind of like it. And I can correct that by just kind of going in and going, how many do I have here? 3, 4, 7, okay. Alright. And add some curtains on the inside to give it a little bit more, vibe. And then just kind of like that. Another thing that I would want on the second floor. I think I'd actually want to be able to build back potentially into some of those, but I don't know. Right? And then once I have actual floors, I can add more. There we go. Can I make it? Almost. I can hurt myself. Yay. Um. Okay. Got that, and then there's one last side to really do that with. And fill in the last teeny tiny bit on the outside. So that will fill those in, and then we can kind of, sort of... actually, you know what? I need to kind of just empty this. Realistically speaking. Not gonna mess with the rocks at the top. I think they're fine, but... I mean... Alright. And keep going, keep going. Takes some doing, but... I mean, now I can do this, so this works. There we go. There! Then the inside is a lot more nicer. I do think I would leave it just like the normal chalk down here, though. I think it feels more natural. And that way as well, you can kind of just have... It feels like it's a bit more... Yeah, it feels good. Anyway, I've confirmed that those trees did not grow. I need to look that up. Kind of annoying. You can see this from the outside, really, but you can't really see it from the inside now. I mean, there's a spot, obviously, but the spot in question is not obvious anymore, especially on this side, because I've done all the stuff to make sure it's not obvious. Alright. You should be everything you need to be. You know, we're just gonna surround with dirt real quick. In case it's just something as simple as, it needs that. It might... You like it so far? Thank you. It, like I said, it's a little more modern than I would want it to be. But I think it's fine for what it is. Because it's not meant to be overly fancy. Not really. Question I have to make a decision on is, do I mean, it's fancy, but, you know, in the sense that the fancy. The only question becomes, do I want to have it be more straw kind of thing? Or do I want to kind of have something like this? I'll like do 10 just to see how I feel. New. Alright. It's gonna take a second anyway. see if the wiki has been updated. Do I expect it? No. I gotta keep an eye on this as well. Alright. There is new. I'm gonna pause a second. Has this been? Okay. I got an idea. It might work. Okay. I think I know what it is. Sorry, I had to look that up a second. I was wondering if it was this. If it is this, it's simple fix. It's just annoying. Although it doesn't really make sense for the one up top. But the others should be fine. In theory. Alright. I might have to replant, which will be annoying, but I can get more essence of life and stuff. It's not that big a deal. Alright. I don't think it is. I don't know, though. Like I said, I need a new pickaxe anyway, so I'd probably chuck this in the salvager. Repairing it's not going to give enough that it's going to be worthwhile to fix. So I don't think these are anything special, right? Yeah. Alright. Well, it'll be a lot easier to go through if I could just kind of have... Hold on. Yeah, I know it broke. It needs to go to the salvager. Alright. But yeah, this is the one I'm not sure, because this one, all the things should be right. And I'm just not sure what. Be nice if it's specified. Yeah, I think it broke. It was gonna break. Yeah. Alright, so first off, the salty drink. That's just not gonna to go. Copper. I swear I had another pickaxe. But I definitely do not now, and I'm not gonna bother searching enough. We don't get back everything. In fact, for the most part, we don't get anything back. But I mean, we get some back. Yeah, hi. We do have that there, so we can just make a new one. Okay. I actually think I might want to take some of the adamantite and stuff and just see if I can't make a new sword slash dagger set. About time, I think, to actually upgrade. Although I think I might need to... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I need to get a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's why I haven't done it. I need Essence of the Void. Yeah, that... Actually, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Understand, like, anything going is gonna kind of probably break and stuff, but, like, I mean... I mean, it would be worth it, wouldn't it? I'm just gonna keep breaking it down. Somehow I survived by landing on this one. If I knew what I've done wrong here, that would be great. Oh yeah, so 250 versus 400. I mean, it's not great. It's still kind of bad. I feel like I could do a little bit more durability to my pickaxes. Go through such anguish. Yeah, I don't know. I did just kind of... Three dirt down? Uh-oh. I don't think there's anything that's really adjusted yet for now. Hmm. Because I know that there's, like, new stuff to it. I just don't know what's missing.
Maybe... But it's actually the server patch. Let me check. Oh yeah, dirt can be as a half slab. I guess I could do that. Well, not really, because I like to get the grass. Yeah, I hear you, Bubby. That must how to do it. Yay. Yeah, I don't know.
I will figure it out. You know what I'm gonna try doing? I've got an idea just to try and see if it'll do anything. I don't know if it will, but when things don't work out, replace the block and try again. Alright, so we know it's 3 blocks down on the dirt. We know this all the way around. Nothing was your idea. Because that's how realistically speaking, when stuff like that happens, that is oftentimes the best way to correct it, right? Simply put, it just doesn't know. Ah, fair enough. My idea is just that maybe I have to replace the block. Maybe it is confused. Because you do sometimes have to do that when it is a new, or rather when it's new, right? In this case, I'm trying it because nothing else has worked. And that's my best bet. And it logics for me, specifically. I don't know. I could do this as well. I don't think it'll work, because it shouldn't work, but... It's funny. The concept to go... Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see if that does something. But yeah, I don't know. Because I don't know what I had done wrong. If I did, I would fix it. But as far as I can tell, everything should be okay. Yeah, so even that should be fine there. I don't know. That's the best idea I can come up with, just because I just... It would make some sense. Not because it should do that, but because sometimes... I mean, think about it. I had to pick up and put down my chickens again, right? Honestly, this shouldn't have turned into grass. There's no dirt to turn it into grass. So I'm wondering if it like did like an update tick kind of thing, and it just needed to be swapped out. Probably not, but it's a thought. Patch notes don't really say anything about it. The only reason I'm guessing is because chickens were... It was not clear. I don't, like, blame them for that. I just... That's how it goes, you know? Or you have to reset. It's just... It is early access. Sometimes stuff like that does happen. Realistically speaking. I mean, if this was a full completed game, I'd be like, really? But I am going to acknowledge it is what it is, and that sometimes things just decide not to work. And it's entirely plausible that it's just that my world is effectively where it's at. Kind of having issues with those kinds of things. I don't think it is, because that'd be a little bit further. Like it to last a wee bit longer, at least till another major update. So like another month to 2 months. So that's really what I'm after. And then what am I gonna do? Brief. Actually, would this be better? I wonder. I don't think so. I don't think that'd be great at all, but be funny. Create a bit of a drama. Drama, red pajama. And the only thing that makes me go, something about its update tick is because otherwise I don't think it would have been able to grow as far as it has every time. So there has to be something to it that is just not letting it do its thing. And I just did that to myself. And yes, I did do that to myself. Alright, so I could technically just... make it look a little bit more fanciful. I could bring these out. What I want to know is how does that look? I need to just go up top. And by the way, I know that doesn't do anything. I'm just like literally trying to get it to just kind of tick. Alright. I kind of like it. It's got a look. It's got a vibe. I don't know. What do you think? It feels... You like it? Cool. Oh, whoops. Just gonna be on top of this one. Make it work. Neat. See, that's already grown there. That went way faster than the other ones did, so it's entirely plausible. It just needs the refresh. I should have thought something was wrong when there was grass. And there's nowhere for grass to come from. I was about to thunder. Thunder? Thunder? I don't know. I don't know what that was in my head. Actually, more like, That's fine. Alright. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I don't know. I think if I could have the fox be pet without death involved, I probably wouldn't mind. Alright. About 10 of those and like 10 of those. I know I don't have enough still, but this is a good way to kind of just finish off all the things I need to fix. Also, I'll probably use this for other things as well. Wow. Although I guess it could be that it does work, even though it's not supposed to with the property mechanics. But I don't think it does because it never did in the other. Although at the same time, it was apparently off for the real world time, not in-game test. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, here's why I would guess that there's like issues with update, by the way, or updating ticks. Just to tell you, Chris. So one of the things they did in this last update is they changed it so that instead of the things like growing and stuff following in game or following like real world time, it's following in game time instead, effectively. So it's supposed to basically do things like if you sleep, it will probably, I'm pretty sure it like would move forward there. I could be wrong if I've misunderstood it, but if it is something like that, it's something that will be cleaned up eventually. It's just not there yet. And I am going to acknowledge I might not have understood it right. It could just be that it's... But even then, it still kind of follows that logic, you know? If you're updating stuff like that, then as things go and progress through, the chances are that something kind of gets mixed up does become much higher. So that's why I think it's possible. Something like that. I just felt like I should explain it. The knowledge doesn't completely make sense, but like coding stuff, when does it ever, right? Okay. But yeah, blue. I just think this kind of roof looks good on this. And that's why I decided to try, even though there's no guarantee that it would work. But it is possible. Yep, look, it grew. Look, it's done. I didn't change enough for it to really be anything, so I will also make sure that the dirt is deep enough and stuff as well. I'll just have to accept that I don't have, just in case, but yeah. Alright, I can show you now what I mean by, like, kind of looks like burnt toast, but like a really good gooey middle buttery goodness on the inside. Ready? Look at that. It didn't even go down, so yeah, I'm inclined to think that they're anywhere but here, so there must be something to it, but yeah, it looks like buttered bread. Quite literally. Yeah, see, I said, like when it's like burnt on the outside of the French toast, but on the inside it's just got that ooey gooey loveliness like you get into the inside of the loaf, and it's like somehow it just kind of like caramelizes and makes you hungry. I love French toast too, so I like it. Or like it's been like coated in butter. That also could be it. It just makes me go, It's a shame that it just turns into golden wood. See, and that's kind of where I end up going. Like, I like that color. I wish we could have planks of that color. But then at the same time, I do get they can't do that fully. That just doesn't really fit the style of it. I mean, they can do that fully, to be more specific, but it doesn't really fit within what they're trying to do. So I can acknowledge that it probably wouldn't happen because things like that. But at the same time, it could feel like, but what bread? Bread! Loveliness. Alright, so that's gonna go to that side, that's gonna go to that side, and anywhere that's not kind of got that spot there. I'm gonna do the same thing there as well. I just realized I'm hitting the wrong button. Like that. Kind of like they're in and out of that for those. Now I'm pretty sure I have to... Oh, that worked perfectly. To like mesh that. It is. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now the question is... Yeah, because I did that, basically. Thing I hate is that I can never seem to get it to actually acknowledge it for what it is. Although I could just kind of fill this with this. And that's, yeah, but that's, like I said, that's kind of where I end up going with it, unfortunately. It's just like, it would be so good. But unfortunately, yeah, that's all right. Anyway, so tomorrow, I already know what I'm planning on doing, by the way. I'm pretty sure you already knew that, right? But yeah, no, I like how that all looks, the French toastiness of the bread. I like so many of these wood types. I figured. Because it's obviously, I mean, so long as they actually do one, you know? I mean, that's the important part, isn't it? Let's hope they do, because that'd be nice. Or they'd be kind of weird first year, all at the same time. But yeah. Ow. you know, I know what to do. It'll be interesting to see what is this year's going to be. With it. Alright, I'm gonna get the rest of the blocks in for these. Well, for the most part. And then from there, I'm gonna wanna probably get the picture of this. I probably want floors too. Anyway, point being, I guess what I'll do for each of these to try and see if I can't fix it. Yeah, we'll just get you a piece of bread. It makes me want bread. It makes me want toast. It makes me want French toast. But that ain't happening, so you know. It's weird. Alright, so... And I definitely want more of that, because I like how it looks. I also like the outside as well for actual decorational purposes. Just to say that. Because it's got this very nice color. It's just that, yeah, it's a bit like the outside of slightly burnt, but in the good way, French toast. Like, did they know that's what they made? And now, I mean, I think my biggest thing that I want is the ability to make French toast in this game. I mean, obviously I have other things I actually want more than just, like, the techniques, but, like, just... Alright, I still got time, but... Just from that, like, it makes me want either buttered toast or French toast or anything along those lines. Desire. It makes me have desire. But that's not a bad thing. I do think I should specify that. I think... Just in time. Well, no, I was saying, I meant, it's like, I'm not just, like, saying, like, I was more just meaning, like, kind of, how do I put this? I think it's a good thing when a game has things that are so nice, it inspires and desires. Also, I like that this stays on the recipe. I don't think it was doing that, and now it kind of is, so that is nice. Which is ironic, I left it. I need to boop. And then boop. They're pretty cheap. Not the cheapest, but they're still pretty cheap for what they are, and I can gather way more life energy. And really what I need to do is I need to set up a farm. Do I have any dirt on me? No. I think it's good for a game to have things that make it feel like, yeah, this would be awesome in the game. And beyond that, I think one of the sad things with Minecraft is that something that also feels like it's something that would kind of fit in there as well. The concept of, yeah, you can have some unique food types. And it does feel a shame that the food still is so basic. Alright. And my biggest reason is just, well, yeah. Why not? I guess. Oh, I already had wet dirt. um, where's my watering can? And then, and yeah, I'm just gonna take my saplings and yeah. Where is? I don't know. In various orders. Actually, yeah, and that's where I would say you're semi-wrong. I do think that the publishing developers would say no, it's not a good thing for you to want to see that and be like, well, I would like this. By the way, did you see the snapshot they put out today? Or rather, I guess it's a preview. It's not April Fool's. It was an actual one. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of left with like, it made me even less interested in Beyonce. Like, how do you do that? I don't even know. Like, I thought, well, maybe, like, there'll be something. It's just, it's like the colors are, like, I guess they must have done something to make them look less washed out in the trailer, or, the Bedrock ones are already not matchy-matchy, which, again, that whole thing, I don't know. And you don't have to agree. I also saw they cheekily they removed they made it more clearly a spider now. I'm just like, I mean, you know, I really am left with like, I don't think it would be a bad thing to have more than one mob, especially if the other mob was like kind of meh. You at least hit something, you know? I feel like the biggest issue is I'm kind of left with it's ugly. This isn't something that you're gonna want to go find. You're not gonna want to find it if you're caving. It's in fact gonna be the last cave you're gonna want to find because there are no ores that you can find unless you break away the blocks above them. But you don't even get, like, XP or anything from them, and this, like, Skulk does, so, you know, that's not worth it. Plus, from what I saw, it doesn't look like anything's uncovered, so you don't even have where you might get a lucky spot there. So it's the worst cave to find for that. The blocks, actually having them be seen in game, they look a lot grayer than they did for the actual trailers, so it's like they're much more bland and kind of ick. Like, at least before it was like ketchup, but like now it's more like, yeah, moldy ketchup. And it's just like, I don't know, effectively showing the most interesting thing about the slime is that you can carry it in a bucket. But yes, it has been requested to be able to be done since, like, forever, but like normal slimes, or to have something that would give it easier to find slime chunks. That's been an idea for that. Which that's not what this is. So it just feels, again, kind of like, oh yeah, we know exactly what you've asked for, and we don't care. Enjoy our slop. But the thing is, I did want to like the snapshot. Like, I actually wanted to like, or slash preview, I wanted to be like, oh, you know what? That's not as bad. It's just... That's the thing I think is the worst. It's just like, I wanted to at least be like, I guess it's not that bad. And instead I'm just kind of left with, yeah, it's worse. And again, it's that hopefully it'll get better. I mean, hopefully it will actually, like, end well. Because, I mean, that would be the preferable option. Because I do like Minecraft. I might enjoy Hytale now, but I did start on Minecraft, and I do think I'd at least like to see it improve rather than stagnate, bloat, and kind of die. But yeah, that's how I ended up feeling about it. I was left with, ah yes, this is why we had the tiny takeover. And I get that they're planning on doing like an engine something or other, like update the graphics, but at the same time, it should feel worthwhile. If you're gonna have someone explore, it should feel worthwhile to visit that place. And again, I've said it before, I will say it again. It should feel worthwhile even if you get nothing from it. Which ironically makes me one of the few people that would be more happy with a proper exploration update. And I'm just left with these aren't fat. They are... eh. Thrown away. Quick, easy blobs. And that's a shame. They have quite literally basically become the concept of you spend 30 bucks on a game and then you have to spend more money to get anything else interesting after a certain point. Which is weird. And the thing is, the reason why I say 30, not 20, is because there is no way to buy just Java or just Bedrock, so now you have to buy the $30 pack. And yeah, you can get mods if you're able to play Java, which is good. But most people can't, because most people play on things like... And, by the way, again, the concept, you want to play on your PlayStation? Well, you better either have a PlayStation subscription or have paid for the game there. Oh, now you want to play on your computer? Well, yeah, better pay for it again. Oh, what, you already paid for it? Doesn't matter. I mean, that's how I really do feel. Like, I think it's weird. To some extent, yes, it is. But most games that are cross-platform, you're only going to want it on one device. If you want it on maybe two, you know? But think about it. So, let's say you bought it on Switch. Basically, the Switch version became pretty horrible. Yeah, you're now gonna have to go and pay for... If they do a Switch 2 version... Then that will be a Switch 2 version. That will not be the original Switch version. You will have to pay... You'll either have to buy it again, or you will... If you're lucky, they will add, like, an upgrade thing. And that's the kind of thing I don't like from that kind of business model. Is it's like... I get it. Yeah. You want to own it on multiple platforms. But at the same time, there is some level of... And I mean, it's basically 30 bucks every time. The only time you spend less than that now. And the thing is, like, you only get one version if you pay for the console version. So that shouldn't be 30 bucks. Other than technically you can buy it physical, even like digital. Because you can't get Java with that version. Which is the whole point of why it's supposed to be 30. Because you're getting both. That's true. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to agree at all. It's fine. It's just, that's kind of how I end up feeling the more I see with it, is it's just like, but why would I spend that money? And so I have the version I want. That feels odd. It discourages you from, you know, really being able to play with other people, and yet they keep... And here's the thing. I think if their updates were more universal kind of thing, more it feels like it really and truly is something you could totally do with single player, right? To actually have fun with. I don't think they'd be feeling that bad either. But this is their stuff has been more aimed at, oh, you want to play on multiplayer now, right? You want to be playing on servers and realms and all of that. And yeah, that's kind of where I end up feeling. Like, it's a little... Well... scary. Because the thing you're being encouraged to do is waste money. Anyway, I don't know. But no, and I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't... It sort of transfers now, but not really. And typically only if you're willing to spend the money on, like, Game Pass or whatever. It doesn't really transfer over, technically, oftentimes. And that's something you can see in the older versions. It just didn't feel that way. Like, oh, but it's a new system. You have to re-get it. Do I want to? Is that really for the best? I don't think it is. Yeah, but that's not even a good business strategy because realistically, eventually, there's nobody left to spend that money. Even that doesn't make sense. Because eventually parents just go, well, you've already owned it on these systems. You don't need it on this one. And stuff like that. So even that's just that, like, process, that's the kind of thing. It's like, it doesn't make sense. If they want people to buy add-ons, they should do things that will encourage more add-ons. But not in the way of just, like, adding no content. That's not gonna encourage people to buy add-ons either. That's the thing. Like, it's like, you would say money, and I would say, yeah, you should be right. You should be right. But what decision have they made in more recent years that makes sense from a financial perspective? Like that. Because people will just, well, leave. Best shown by the fact that the 2-week period, they aren't really coming back for more than like 2 or 3 days. And I can say this because I have been streaming, right? I watch the numbers for people who watch. After the update, yeah, it'll be like, you'll have higher numbers for like 2 days. But usually people have just no interest by that point, like by like what there is, so they move on. And mind you, again, I'm not saying that I think that Hytale is going to take its place or anything like that. I always feel like I should spend fences. I don't think that in that case. I think it's more in a more sense of just like, it's so weird. Like, at least make it make sense. Like, at least corporate greed would have, like, some logic to it. So, mind you, doesn't really change much. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where we end up going. It's just quite literally. There's a logic to it. But that logic doesn't work. Because you actually need someone to actually be willing to pay that. I think about it. With the next update, does that make you want to spend money on Minecraft? If that is all there is to the update. This is how I gotta use it. See? So financially, that doesn't make sense to go with something like that. Because, realistically speaking, it doesn't financially encourage spending. If it did, that would be one thing, but it doesn't. Thus, it falls apart from that kind of perspective. But it sounds like it should be right, because obviously big company must want money. Or more profits. But yeah, I mean that's the thing that's most kinda horrifying when you think about it, is just, yeah. There is no value. Not really. It doesn't make you money on the forefront. It doesn't make you money on the other front. You don't make those profits later just cause. You think you should. Ironically. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Part of what makes Hytale interesting is, well... Actually, that's probably fine. Quite literally, they add things that you would actually expect to want in an update. It's not some grand master plan. It simply makes the most sense financially to do so. It's more likely to get someone to be willing to spend money on the game because, you know, it's interesting. It has something that you want in the game. It's not, like, powerful or whatever. It just quite literally is. I want this, so I spend money on it. beyond that, you'll have then they only have a one-time purchase, so again, it's more, you're more likely to decide, you know, maybe I want to spend a little extra. Because it is a one-time purchase. Again, financially smart. And that's kind of why I think the pairing is okay. Because realistically, it's okay. Choosing this option that absolutely is likely to make you more money overall versus I'm not sure what. Like, I mean, for Pete's sake, adding a new slime variant that is only intended to be a ball and nothing else. It doesn't work towards money because, well, very few people are gonna go and say, oh, I'll make a mini game out of that. In reality, they'll be like, oh, I could, but no one's gonna do it. Unless it's like part of a Minecraft map. It's not for a more positive kind of thing either, because, I mean, this is literally you beating up a poor innocent slime that quite literally doesn't even hurt you. I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything about that. That you can take as a pet. Like, you're not even getting your karma points or whatever out of it, because and that's what I'm more kind of left with. Oh. I didn't say you don't get to beat it up. I'm just saying overall, for I'm saying for, you know, actually choosing to spend money on it. I mean, are you gonna choose that over, like, I don't know, buying a good book, or I don't know, let me think. Not Hytale. Let me be clear. I'm not like saying, like, would it make you more likely to spend money on this or on Minecraft rather than, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like something that Silksong. Let's say you decide you wanted to get Silksong, right? Would this make you decide, you know what? Instead, I'm going to spend my money on Minecraft. Sorry, I had to think of something that was $30. Well, I get Sky. I was more meaning like in that $30 range. See? So, beating up a slime isn't enough for that side. Beating up a slime isn't good for getting your Reddit karma points or whatever. There's really very little to it that gives you anything. Unless, you know, they were planning to, like, strike any video falsely using it. And I don't think that's planned either. So again, it just kind of doesn't make sense. And it bugs me. gonna be honest, the past ones I could absolutely believe because they want to look better, kind of thing, you know? Like, they're good. Hello, Nanuma, how are you? I hope you've been well. It's been a while. Like, I could believe it for some of their updates, so that would be the intention. Not this next one, but just in general, you know? Like, add goats, but no goat meat. Or at least a way to get mutton. Which, by the way, they had for a short amount of time on Bedrock. I'm doing okay. We were just chatting about the latest Minecraft update while I play Hytale. Hello, thanks for some chat, Noel Banana. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I end up going with it. It's like I could see those at least that there was something to it. Alrighty, I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'm going to get this done here, I think, and probably... I gotta decide, what do I want? I kind of want more blue, although we do have the ability to make blue now, so that's nice, although I need a way to get white. I need to figure out how to do that. I think it's not too hard, though, so, you know, I'll probably get some of that done. Ow. But yeah, I want this cliff gone. I'm landscaping. I guess. But it looks better. I haven't fully removed because that's gotta go. But yeah, I'm kind of clearing it out. You can see right here. This is all going to go. This chunk here. To make it feel nicer and better to put a tree there, because I want a tree there. But I've just kind of been building out this area. I've got an area in here I've kind of started that's a, it's supposed to be a tavern. It's not got much to it yet, but it will be one. I've got a little gatehouse here. Not got much again. It's mostly on the outside, but I think it looks nice. Been building. Enjoying Hytale for what it is. Trying to figure out trees. And I figured something out, but I don't know if I figured out exactly what I'm supposed to be, or if I just realized what I was doing wrong. We have cows as well. Here, say hello to cows. Oh no, they got out! Come here, chicken. Yeah, you're stuck. Because you slept in the coop. So I get eggs. And that is good. Yeah, this is Hytale. I started playing it because I wanted to play it. Honestly, I like it a lot. Pet animals. Yeah, pet. Pet the chicken. Pet the pig. Pet the camel and ride the camel. No, that's fair enough. I mean, okay, how do I get off again? I think it's up again, right? Oh yeah, that's it. Play with the seep. It does. I mean, I'll acknowledge, like, at first it does feel similar, but honestly, the more you play, the less it feels like Minecraft. And the more it feels like what Minecraft was trying to do a couple years ago. And has basically given up on, as far as I can tell, but keeps trying to go back to. Which is exploration. This game might be one of the best games for being able to just explore and find and do things that I have played. In all honesty. Like, And like they just keep adding stuff, which is so nice. I mean, obviously that's going to be happening because it's early access, but I don't know. In general, just like good things, I guess. But nah, it's definitely not Minecraft. Otherwise, we wouldn't have skeletons. Oh, I walked into the wrong spot. Back there we go. Here, I'll show you a skeleton just sitting around doing nothing. Yeah, see, he's got... Because he just spawns there. He's got nothing better to do. Yeah, I'm calling you. Yeah, it's crystals. That's nice. I think. Very good to hear. I think. I'm not sure. I've heard of chilies. I've heard of... What kind of chilies? Do you mean like chili with the country? Do you mean chilies the restaurant? Or do you mean chilies the vegetable? Slash fruit? Or do you mean something else that I probably know, but I can't think of at the moment? Bear. The bear. Yeah, I know the restaurant. Hello. Oh, I should have saved it and killed another bear. I don't know, I don't really need heavy hide, but it's kind of worth it at the same time. But yes, I know the restaurant. A bear. Bear, bear, bear. Oh, the bears. Fair enough. I guess. Seriously, what's going on here? Yeah, I gotta hang out of this a second and see if I can't find another bear. Hello, Edit. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm hunting bears because, I don't know. I decided I wanted to. I'm just taking a moment, and then I gotta go finish landscaping. Let's go. Bear. One more bear. Bear, bear, bear. Fox. Fair enough. Yeah. If you wanted to do that, fair to you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Everything's going pretty well. I've been fighting with trees on the game, but you know, other than that, it's been pretty good. I mean, that's how that goes. Piggy, 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 piggy. Gotta love the piggies. I thought I saw a bear over here, but yes. You, one last bear. One last hurrah before I'm done. Yep. Boom. Bears. Pigs. I know. I just wanted to. I mean, I don't do it often, but it's just like, you know, it's satisfying. Piggy, 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 piggy. To do sometimes. Which, I mean, let's be real. If there's a game that has bears, I have done that more than once. I'm just like, you know what? I feel like getting bears. Because they're always a tough opponent. The wolves are just not tough enough yet. And these guys are... I mean, I think they're like 2-hit. I mean, it would have been less of a, like... Because they're obviously the medium high, and medium high just doesn't... Well, I guess I could hunt dinos. I don't know. I kind of just wanted to collect leather. I don't think there's anything I can do with leather. Polar bear. Hello, polar bear. And see, this is why I have no problem hunting bears. Like, come on. You ain't getting me. I mean, you are, but... What? Not enough. And then I will just take this meat back with me, and I will cook more meat skewers. That's where most of it comes from. Dogs and bears. I don't think about it, that's not the best. Probably, but I mean, it works. Die. Cold. I mean, it's not from snakes, because snakes don't drop that. They just drop, What are you, actually? Do you? Are you just regular? No, you're different. Short cave grass. Fair enough. I love the music here. It's just so good. Oh, it's best in the mountains. We're close enough to the mountains, but it's gotta... At some point I want to find out if... I kind of hope at some point we're given, like, the ability... Drink. I haven't had a drink. What I was gonna say is I kind of hope we'll have the ability to, pick one. See, I know that they don't actually work, but I hope that what we'll be able to do is... I mean, we can make the cloth ones, but I'd love to be able to take this and go in and make, like, a leather tint. Because I feel like that would be kind of cool. Maybe. I mean, as it is, I have too much leather. But you can never have too much, because eventually it'll be used for something, probably. Sorta, you know? And it's mostly just fighting bears, rats, and dogs. Which sounds horrible until you realize that the dogs attack you first. Because they're wolves. Also lizard people. I guess. Or, yeah. Swamp creatures, really, but again, defending oneself. Which I still go with. I think that's one of the things I like best about the game. I can hunt creatures, I can get meat, I can get leather. Because those are things that creatures you're gonna be able to get, probably. It just, it feels normal. It feels normal, and I like that. Like, if I'm gonna hunt, I'm gonna get something out of it. Because let's be real, eventually I have to kill things like that anyway. So, why not? You know? Not like they're my friends. Well, that would be fascinating. Oh, yes, you want to be made feeling hungry? Look at this. Look at that log. Doesn't that look like French toast? It's kind of just a little burnt on the outside, but the inside is just perfection. Ooey gooey deliciousness with butter and just goodness. Oops. Out we go. I don't know. I just kind of think it looks tasty. Oops. And it just makes me desire either in Minecraft or in Hytale. Food update. Proper food. I hope that they do that. Because I don't know, I like that kind of thing. Alright. There. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm really left with, is just like, look at the deliciousness. Like, what? Alright, so it kind of just allows for that, and then I can just clear these out. Literally. And then that will let me kind of see where that's at. I also need to fill in, like, some floors there, so there's that, but I need to make decisions on it. I kind of think I want it to be something more stone on the bottom floor, because I do think that would make some sense for, like, a tavern, you know? I mean, maybe wood, but kind of go for a... I can take some bricks over, get some brick blocks, and or rather, can take some cobblestone and just go get some brick blocks. But yeah. Two things that I think if they were added, I probably wouldn't mind the other things that are more small. The ability to have, like, a few more food options. And explosives. For demolition purposes only, of course. Because you already have combat explosive stuff. And I do feel like it'd be nice to be able to kind of take some of the stuff you can pick up and be able to actually demolish things. make it be sizes too, so it's not just one size fits all. And I mean, if it really has to be that way, have it be that if you use it, like, you know, it could be that it doesn't drop anything. I mean, that would be more accurate, but, you know, let's make it different from Minecraft if I choose to do that. I don't think I'd be, like, against that. Yeah, so now that I've done this, actually, I mean... I intend to put a tree here. And mind you, remember that is going to go bye-bye. Oops, I don't need to do that because I do have dirt. There we go. Okay, step one is going to be to add the tree. That'll hopefully work. And then I might make like something a little bit more around it and all that, but I think, like, especially having it come out to here, I need to start actually adding things in to make that make sense. As I've said, I do want to flatten it. Put buildings and stuff. I mean, in this case, it's going to start with a tree, but I might, if I have room, put a building as well. Alright. Alright. I do want to have a house over there. I just need to know where I start the house. So that's a thing as well. Well, not really a house exactly, but similar idea. Alright, I'm going to take these and go get some blocks. And I mean, this is almost down. It's just still quite high. Breaking through so many blocks is so... oh, so very difficult. Well, at some point, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to... ow. Now, what I want is I actually do... like these, I think. Put this here. 200. Perfect. Yep. And then I could also for the second floor. Yeah. I do need to grow more than this, but Could do that. Start with that and just kind of... I don't know, figure out from there. At some point, Kitty came in and fell asleep. Oh, I don't have room for anything else, so... And I do have crystals. How many void crystals do I have? And I can't use these right now anyway, so we can go back in. How many void crystals? I have 39. I... need... Or I need 100, I saw. That's a lot. But I do know I can, in theory, go to the one dimension and probably get a whole bunch. And I do need to do that at some point just so I can check out the final area. For what it is. Hello, friend. Squeak. 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 Shortly soon we'll be able to actually start. I should probably check. 3, 2, 1. Effectively now. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I do have room, so I think I wanna actually grab some of the... Not a lot. No, not a lot. Because this does go in here now. I like these. I do think I want a few of them. Yeah, I gotta go check on my chickens. My chickens, my chicky chickens. Alright, they're not gonna be out yet. I just want to make sure they're actually, you know, in. If I could just figure out how to allow them to use their hen house without them being sent out who knows where. That would be nice. Alright, so let's take out our iron shovel. Not. Well. Here's what I'm thinking. I want to do. would like to do this. There. That's how it goes. Let me line it up, because obviously I know it's not necessarily easy to see. While I'm working. Alright, let me put a singular one of these here. Alright, so first things first, I would like to take some of these out. And then I want the door to be there. So what I want to do is like right here, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll figure out how to do it in a bit, but the idea here is going to be that actually we could do it like this. So ironically, because of the nature of this, we can just cheat. Mind you, I'm gonna need to go get more. Alright. I'll figure out how this goes together. Anyway, I do want these. Alright. I need more blocks, but I think I can do it. And then it'll just kind of feel right. I hope. And then obviously these will go underneath. It'll all be great. It'll all be great. Blah, 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 blah. And yes, I just keep repeating. Alright. Now, beyond that, though, I could just quickly kind of fill in the floor here around it, because I don't really think it's too big a deal to have it other than that. As I said, I want this to just be a cobble. Well, just bricks. It's nice that I can actually make a table, now that I think about it, instead of having to worry about it looking table enough. There. I'd like the stairs to go over there, so... And yes, I do kind of want this to look like this. I like the idea of it feeling a bit like this is on purpose. Go. Right. I'll need more, but I already knew that. It's just to kind of start getting this to look like what I want. I think it's starting to look good. Which is nice, because I wasn't sure, but I think it'll do. Alright. Because I'd like it to be just a nice place to go to. I should check on my chickens. Generally, it's only like once, but it's once. Touch bird. Are you protecting my chicken for me? Thank you. I would like to be pet. If I could, I would. I don't think I can, because I don't think you guys have a taming feature. Yet. I'm gonna say yet, because I don't know. Alright, we just need a little bit more of that old... cobble. There. Oh, I almost forgot to make the rest of those that I need. I only need a few, but... I think I want to take these for the stairs. Just to be sure. Very basic. You know what, we go this way. It's the fastest. There we go. I just need to go right over to it. Like so. Forgot the iron. That's fine. I just wanted to feel cozy. Alright. So... out. Ah. No. Actually, I think I do one more. Alright. There. And then we could even just go here. Because in reality, those are just blocks. Ow. See? And then we just light them up with the already set up things here. As I said, I'm going to need to go hunting for more of these, because they still aren't available, but... Oops, I did that one wrong. Yeah, so these... Yeah. So this goes here, here, and here. And the last fire goes there, so that feels all nice and bright. Ooh, I'm burning. I'm burning. Perfect. And then I'll add in some bars, and that'll all be good. Alright, what I'd like to do here... is this. And then we go up. I mean, I could move it closer, but I think this will be fine. And then we'll have 3 rooms. Probably, or something like that. I guess technically what I could do... I could fill these in on the sides here so it feels a little bit more like, yeah, it's secured. Like so. That should be it. I think this is too far. Oh, maybe that's perfect. So then that's pretty perfect for what it is. It just immediately goes up perfect. Yeah, so we're just gonna put lights up here. As I said, I'll probably make like 3 rooms. Each room will be kind of... I'll make a few rooms, rather. Those. And you know what? Since we can have halves, we can have the vertical slabs. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, ironically, I could do this as well. I don't think it would look very good, but you could technically do that as well. Or I could just straight up make a slab and just, yeah, again. Yeah. Got the dirt. Perfect. I don't know, I think it looks good so far. I should have some of the smooth ones left over. Just to kind of start. Alright, so I want to have a space here. So what I want to do is, I actually want to do this. I know technically it's a little awkward like that, but alright. And just do that there, do that there, do the same thing on this side. Because then you have that on the inside and that feels nice. Alright, it will probably... Alright, so what we want to do is we want 1. Probably. For the one in the middle, we do that. Yeah. I thought we did the same thing with each one. I think it's starting to come together. And I guess this one at the end can have something to it. I mean, I would probably want to make it larger, but there's really no way to do that, so it just kind of has to... I guess this could just be a spot for someone who doesn't want to be like a bag. So then you would have like a door there, and you'd have just a place for a sleeping bag. It'd work. It's definitely the kind of thing I would imagine. actually gotta go get some... Do I have any ash wood? I have fir. It does turn into hardwood. I want actually cedar, though. I don't think I have anything. They might have some of that back of the hat base. Which I know is, like, right over here, but still. Because I think that's how you get the tavern tables, and that seems like the bed and chairs, and that just seems fancy. That would basically be the end of what I want to do. Plus I can grab a few more black things. Yeah. Let me just look. Do we have any... I have ash, which turns into hardwood. I have fir, I have ash, maple is red, green, golden, dead, builders, dry, light, hard. I thought I had some. Ash. Maybe not. That's soft. Golden. Red. Black. Yeah, okay. It'd be nice if I could just kind of... have some... I don't think I have any right now, so for now, I'm just gonna kind of use some fir logs. To get some... Well, maybe I'll just use ash. Yeah, I guess I'm out. I just need to grow more cedar next time. Probably gonna be on, like, I don't know. This will still work, because you can have a simple wooden table. Is that better? Do I even have anything? I don't think white is good, I don't think, because it doesn't have actually a table. Which feels a little odd, so I feel like if they're going to keep doing the whole, oh, we're adding things, I do kind of hope that it turns into, you know, more tables to match. The lumberjack table is the second closest, but I do think cedar's going to be the best bet. Chuck, I mean, we have the ability to do that, which I do think turns into pillars. Okay, never mind. We do have things here, though. That's a light temple. So let's say we crafted one of these. Would this be better? Option. I don't know, buddy. Alright. Lovely. Yeah. Realizing I don't have what I needed. But, I mean, I could go grab some probably. I think I have, like... something. I really don't want to. I just think I'm gonna go with what I've got. I'll just do a kind of day view. Like, yeah, it's not done. It's a start. What? Get out of bed. Oh, I hit. Okay. Anyway, I'm just just gonna give it a minute, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, that's fine. I would go grab, but I just don't think I'm going to do that in time. But next time, I make sure I have some cedar going, which is fine. It's not that bad. And then, because I think it was cedar that was the one that would let me have dark wood. And then from there, I just need to get the things in. And again, I kind of go with, I would like to know if there is a way to grow grass, or going to be a way to grow grass. I mean, it's gonna like pop any second. Any second. Yeah, like literally any second. Yeah. I that's another thing for me. I do hope there's a way to either spawn in or make. I think considering the style of this game, making it makes the most sense. Grass. Making dirt blocks, making grass blocks, doing things like that. I think that there is some logic to it. Um... Oh, because I hit the wrong one. That'll do. Let's see how much I need. That'll be it. Alright, so then I'm going to stand here to remember I need furniture. But I think it actually looks pretty good. Other than I need to fill in the floors at the top, but I don't really have to do that kind of thing. But I mean, you can get the idea, and I think it'll actually feel like a relatively comfortable place. Oh yeah, I need iron. Ooh. That'll be next time. I do like what I'm seeing for myself so far, so you know, there's that, but excitement. That's kind of where I'm at. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, slash night, slash whatever it is for you. Tomorrow we're going to, if there is an April Fool's snapshot, we will be doing that. If not, we'll do normal Minecraft. I'm gonna guess there's going to be one. Because there's always one, but you never know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, slash night, slash whatever it is for you. Thank you for popping in, thank you for sticking around, and yeah, bye-bye!